How to stay calm in crisis situations. How to stay calm when you break your arm. How to stay calm when your grandma slips down the stairs. There's no one else at home and you need to get her to the hospital as fast as possible. How to stay calm when you know that you've messed up in a test. How to stay calm when you said something wrong. Right? You know, self improvement is based and it's made primarily, right? You know, of course, it's made for you to excel in life, to get girls, to live a good life as God intended. But it's also for a purpose which says that, which teaches you how to stay calm in crisis situations, which teaches you how to navigate crisis situations, right? So, how to stay calm. This is time, right? There's a lot of times where, when I was in school, and I was a really naughty kid in school, my friends and I. So, in 10th grade, right, like this year, as soon as school started in January, after our Christmas holidays, I think it was 2nd Jan. So, we have 10 periods in a day, 10 classes in a day. My friends and I bunked 9 out of those 10 classes, right? And at the end, unfortunately, we got caught. At the last period, we got caught by this super strict teacher. There's a lot of teachers who had seen us during the day, and we had lied that we need to do this quiz. So for the entire day, we were sitting in the library, me and 2 of my friends, 2 of my brothers, I'd say. We were just whiling away our time, talking, reading some bullshit stuff, right? And we actually didn't have any quiz, right? There was this quiz, but we were just trying to bail on it on the last second. The teacher we took permission from said no, that you hadn't taken permission. And and this teacher, strict teacher, he started investigating. This PT teacher, he started investigating with other teachers, what happened, how many lectures were they bunking, right? And we have around 3-4 supervisors. So the first supervisor denied that she ever gave us permission. We taken to the second supervisor, right? And she said that she wants to see our parents, and she wants a note, right? And the third supervisor also same thing, that you bunked lectures, now you need to pay the fire, you pay the I can't speak English, do you? You need to take the consequences, right? There's going to be consequences, you need to bear the consequences, right? And there's this practical I had on that day, which I also bunked, which I had to give. And the teacher was like, bro, you ruined it for yourself, you deserve this. And I went home. I was on the phone, and I was very upset because my mother didn't give me a note. Next day I come to school, expecting hell. Nothing happens. But in an assembly the next day, the principal was addressing us, and then she spoke about this. Apparently the 3 children, they were bunking the last 3 periods. Right? We were in an assembly, and the principal was like, she's just talking about the general scheme of things, what new projects are going to be going on in school. Like, there's other news I got that, the 3 children from, your grade, they bunked the last 2-3 periods. And I was like, whoa, 2-3 periods? Is that all you got to know about, miss? So, 3 of us go and we apologize to the principal. But the beauty of this is that the only reason this didn't get escalated that high is because they only got to know of the last 2 periods we bunked. The last 3 periods we bunked out of the 9 periods we bunked, right? Like, imagine, you bunk 9 periods and they get to know of 2. Why was this happening? Why were we able to get out of this with just, 2 periods? Is because we knew how to stay calm during these situations, right? Bro, we were stressed as hell. because exams were coming close, and this was on the first day of school. Imagine that, first day of school, bunking 9 periods. How do we stay calm during these situations, right? The trick, and the only trick, is to meditate. You need to start meditating. You need to get friends who meditate. You need to get friends who have a sound mind, right? Because when you have friends who have a sound mind, you're able to think faster. What else do you think? Imaginable. Like, that's like one of the most fun days in school too. But I guess, yeah, there was this teacher they approached, right? And this teacher said, yeah, I saw these kids, they were walking throughout the halls during like the 8th period, during the 7th or the 8th period. And they were just waiting there, they weren't even doing anything. And we said that I was tying my lace. One of my friends, that's one of the first things he said, ye lace tie kar raha tha. He was tying his lace. Right? And like the quick thinking you need at that time to get out of that sticky situation is mad, right? So the more you meditate, the quicker you're going to be able to respond to these crisis situations, the more calm you're going to be, and the calmer you are, the easily you're going to respond to more believable stuff are you going to say. You're going to be able to say more believable stuff. Holy shit, I can't speak English today. Anyways, meditation is the only way to guided meditation. Set a timer for 15 minutes on your phone, and then sit, the eyes closed, deep breaths. Breathe out, breathe in, think of nothing, think of God, think of beauty, stay happy, stay smiling, and I will see you in the next video.